Hey guys, this is DFFOO Global Act 3 Chapter 9.1, which features the release of Lunafreya. This run here is going to be a 0-turn run featuring a party of Terra, Kain and Yang, and this is really made possible only with the use of a Lunafreya LD call. To start off, what you need to do is go to Yang's passives before the battle and remove all his speed passives to make him as slow as possible. This includes any passive he has with the word speed in it, because you really need Yang to act last in your party. Right after that, you need a starting turn order of Kain followed by Terra, which actually really shouldn't take that many resets because Yang has become the slowest in your party. So at the start of the battle, what I had Kain do is to use his additional ability twice, and using it twice is not only for the chip damage, it's also to charge the force gauge, because you need every single percentage point you can. You'll see later that I immediately go into FR mode the moment I hit 100% force gauge, so it is pretty tight in terms of the force gauge charging. To keep the turns at 0, I then had Kain use the Lunafreya base call, LD call, and this gives him 2 free turns which he can then use BT+, LD and leap into the air without increasing the turn count. Next up, I've come to Terra's turn, and on the start of the turn, I immediately swap her out for a Charlotta friend. Either a Charlotta friend or a Lunafreya friend I think should do. The key though is that your friend unit need to have a force level 30, because the sole purpose of the friend unit is just to charge the force gauge and summon meter. Each use of Charlotta's S1 triggers Kain's Lancet, and it helps to charge the summon gauge as well. On to Terra's turn. Once you've finished with your friend unit, the free turn granted by the Lunafreya LD call lets you use the Terra LD without increasing the turn count. And I use these 4 free turns in her LD to complete setup right before popping summon. Doing it this way, you should get a fully charged summon meter just by the end of Terra's free turn from her LD. Also, one thing to note is that you need to go into Terra's BT mode before the Ultimacia boss hits 79%. For that reason, from the start of the battle all the way until you go into BT mode, what you want to do is move your target over to the minion and just leave it there. So you want to do every attack targeting the minion from the start of the battle until Terra's BT mode. The 4 turns in Terra, I had her use Meltdown and Meteor to get her buffs, 1 EX, and here followed by her BT Plus to get her BT Plus aura going. This uses up all her 4 free turns from her LD, so at this point I need to pop summon to preserve the turn count at 0. The turn order inside summon mode should be very consistent. As long as you have removed Yang's speed passives, you will always get the same turn order. I had Terra end her turn using Meltdown, and then on Yang's turn I had him use the Seymour LD call followed by LD. I'll mention the call alternatives in the video description as well in case you don't have any of these, but for Seymour LD call, if you don't have it, you can also consider a Raijin LD call. Coming back to Terra's turn again, there should be 3 turns remaining in the summon mode. You should be able to squeeze off 1 magic meltdown plus here. Because of the high turn rate, Terra should get another turn. Now this attack should very nicely give you 100% force gauge as such, and that's quite key, which is why all the additional ability spam at the start is quite important. This allows me right here to go into FR mode with Terra on the second last turn in summon, so that she can use LD on the final turn in summon mode. Coming out of summon mode, you actually in this fight want to start Terra's BT mode with 8 turns of force time remaining instead of the usual 7, and that's because you want to leave 1 more additional turn of force time for post BT mode, and you see why later on. Therefore, 1 use of LD and 1 Rydia LD call should let you start BT mode with 8 turns remaining. BT mode with Terra is very straightforward. With these 8 turns, what you want to do is first use 3 meteors on Ultimecia, and you need to use Meteor instead of Meltdown because at this point you need to focus Ultimecia to bring her to roughly 20 to 25% HP by the time you end BT mode. After the 3 meteors, Terra should only have 1 turn left of her LD buff, so you need to use her EX here so that you can still get the 50% force gauge bonus. The final 2 turns in her BT mode, I had her use her FR attack followed by her LD. The LD being used last is so that she can have the additional turns, additional free turns once she come out of her BT mode. In case you're wondering why I had Terra use BT mode with 8 turns of force time remaining, you'll see why right here. So at 79 and 49%, Ultimecia will skip the turn order and warp her turns to the front, and since you skip both thresholds in BT mode, she'll do that twice. However, each time she does that, she uses Apocalypse, which you will dodge due to the Rydia LD call you used before, and this triggers a Lancet from Kain. And the 2 Lancets here should bring, or I should say the 1 Lancet here should bring Ultimecia to 19%, and she will trigger another Apocalypse which you will still dodge, and this will trigger another 600% Kain Lancet. So this allows you to actually squeeze off 1 additional Lancet from Kain at the full 600% potency. Then you could if you start her BT mode with 7 turns of force time remaining, and this additional 600% Lancet is quite key, otherwise you wouldn't be able to complete the fight at 0 turns. Anyway, that's it for this fight. As always, if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment and subscribe, really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!